Welcome to Manawaker Studios Flash Fiction Podcast. I'm CB Drogi. This week, Zucchinis in the Night by Mary J. Breen.
Father Kiernan's sermon Sunday morning was on ecumenism. What's wrong with impure thoughts or the widow's mite? Anyway, what Father wanted to tell us was that even though we're still the one true faith, everyone's praying to the same God. Except for heathens, of course. So coming home from Mass, I thought I'd say good morning to that Joy Gibson who lives across the street, she with the smarty-pants English accent. So, there she was on her knees in front of a tomato plant instead of in front of whichever god she happens to think worthy of her. "Bountiful harvest, Miss Daly," she warbled. "Here, have a few tomatoes, share the wealth." "No, thank you," I said. "Don't need handouts from heathens," was what I wanted to say. Then, Monday morning, there on my porch mat was a pile of those zucchini vegetables. She must have dropped them off in the middle of the night. Who else grows those things? And their shape. Besides, I don't want my brother John to think he fought against those Italians for nothing, even if they are Catholics. Carrots, peas, tomatoes, corn. They're all perfectly good vegetables for Canadians. So that night, I set my alarm for 4, crept across the street in my nightdress, and dumped them all back on her porch. Tuesday morning they were back, and not only was there a huge vulgar one sitting in my porch chair, she'd arranged rows of tomatoes and carrots around it, looking for all the world like they were bowing down before a false green idol. Obscenity and blasphemy under the guise of generosity. That's what I mean about charity being wasted on heathens.
This has been Zucchinis in the Night, written by Mary J. Breen. Flash Fiction Podcast is supported by Manawaker Studios patrons on Patreon, the voluntary pay-what-you-want subscription service. To find out more or to become a patron, visit patreon.com/Manawaker. For more information about Manawaker Studios' other projects, including books and games, visit manawaker.com, which is also where you should go to learn more about the authors featured on this podcast or to get details about submitting a story. The Flash Fiction Podcast theme song is by Kevin MacLeod. I'm CB Drogi. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at CBDROEGE. Thanks for listening.